How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to watch some spooky video clips, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. A simple snapshot turned into a decade-long ghost mystery for one group of friends. The photo, taken about 15 years ago in a Chicago apartment, shows an ordinary bathroom with a mirror above the sink. But look closely at that mirror and you might feel a chill. Reflected in it is the faint image of a person standing to the right, a person who allegedly wasn't actually there when the photo was snapped. The friend who took the picture, Reddit user WonderfulGur3172, was photographing the apartment during a tour prior to moving in. In the mirror, you can clearly see the flash and the photographer, she's the one in pink behind the camera flash, but on the right side, behind her, looms another woman in a blue top. What's creepy is that if an actual person was standing where the mirror phantom appears, part of them would have been visible outside the mirror's view. You'd see their shoulder or side in the bathroom, yet the photo shows nothing in the room, only the mirror figure. It's as if this mysterious person existed only in the reflection. The backstory makes it even spookier. That apartment had given the friend bad vibes from day one. She reported strange phenomena, unexplained noises at night, cabinets found open, and even the sensation of an unseen someone sitting on her bed's mattress while she tried to sleep. The disturbances got so frequent and frightening that she broke her lease and moved out early, convinced the place was haunted. Only later, as she reviewed old photos, did she notice the eerie figure lurking in that bathroom mirror from her initial tour. For years, this friend group has puzzled over the image, trying to debunk it. They've considered a photographic glitch or the possibility that someone, a realtor, a roommate, accidentally got caught in frame, but no explanation fits neatly. Everyone present is accounted for. So what do you think is going on here? Love to hear your thoughts and theories down below. Not all nightmares are supernatural, some come in human form. A harrowing incident in January 2023 was captured on security video at a small drive-thru coffee stand in Auburn, Washington. In the early morning pre-dawn darkness, a lone barista was working the window when a pickup truck pulled up. The driver, a man with a distinctive tattoo down his arm, waited until the 31-year-old woman handed him change. His intention was chillingly clear. The 12-inch zip tie was fashioned as a noose meant to wrap around the barista's neck and drag her out through the window. This real-life horror story thankfully had a better ending than many feared. Due to the camera footage, which clearly showed the perpetrator's arm tattoo and even the make of his truck, police identified and arrested a suspect the next day. The man, 38-year-old Matthew Darnell, was charged with attempted kidnapping. Disturbingly, investigators found more zip ties in his vehicle and learned he had specifically targeted a bikini barista stand where servers wear beach attire, indicating a premeditated predatory motive. The case caused an uproar. People were unnerved not just by the brutality of the attempt, but by how brazen it was. An attack in public, on camera, at a business many visit daily for coffee. To add an eerie coda, Darnell spent only a short time behind bars. By that August, he was released back onto the streets after a plea deal and time served. Victim advocates expressed outrage that someone capable of such an act could be free so soon. A grainy CCTV video from a 24-hour convenience store in Terengganu, Malaysia has earned a reputation as one of the freakiest ghost clips on the internet. Late one night, at around 3 AM, the security camera of a local 7-Eleven store appears to capture something strange happening. A woman can be seen at the front of the store. She appears to skip several frames as she walks back and forth.
bodoh takutnya aku.
While this initially could be brushed off as a camera glitch, the incident quickly gets creepier and creepier. Having noticed the woman on camera, an employee heads outside to see what's going on. He looks around, but there's no one there. Sometime later, the woman appears again. Her grey face seems to slowly disappear. Then, moments later, this happens. She just vanishes from sight. One second she's there, the next gone, as if evaporating into thin air. The video quickly spread on Malaysian forums back in 2011 and had viewers spooked, many exclaiming it was like a scene straight out of a horror movie. Locals even gave these types of sightings a name, Hantu Cermin, meaning mirror ghost, since these entities seem to show up on camera or reflective surfaces when they aren't visible to the naked eye. Could it be a classic case of Southeast Asian urban legends manifesting on tape? The store itself has since become a minor legend. People pass by joking about the 7-Eleven ghost who goes shopping after midnight. Real or not, the clip's uncanny vibe, an empty shop, a phantom guest, and a sudden disappearance, taps into a universal fear of what might be lurking just beyond our sight, caught only on the cold, unblinking eye of a security camera. A few years ago, a Facebook post went mini viral when a woman who goes by the username FriendlyCry7799 shared a photo taken at a bar in Chicago. In the picture, her friend is sitting on a couch in the distance, but off to the side there's a blurry figure of a little girl sprinting past. The weird part? No one remembered any child being in the bar that night. It was mostly adults at a late hour. The translucent quality of the girl, she appears slightly see-through due to motion blur, led many to gasp that it was a ghost caught on camera. As the post gained traction, people dubbed it the running ghost girl, speculating she could be the spirit of a child haunting the establishment. Then came a twist. A security guard from that very bar saw the viral post and came forward with evidence. He provided a second photo from a different angle. The guard claims it was actually a real human girl at the bar, but commenters were quick to note the eerie, grey quality of the girl in both images, distinctly different from the other patrons. So what's to be made of these images? Was the little girl really there, or did the cameras catch something more mysterious? Love to hear your thoughts and theories on this one in the comments below. Hospitals are often thought to be haunted, and a chilling security clip from a clinic in the United States might be evidence that something otherworldly roams the corridors. Shared by a former night shift worker, Reddit user The Capitan's Chair, the CCTV footage has become local legend among staff. In it, a spectral female figure appears in a window of the hospital's parking garage, specifically in a stairwell where no living person should have been. Staff who know the layout say the woman in the video looks like she's hovering in mid-air above the stairs that lead downwards. When the night shift guards noticed the woman disappear, they rushed to the scene, fearing a patient had jumped off the edge of the parking garage. When they arrived, they found no sign of anyone. Employees whispered that she was one of the many ghosts said to haunt the hospital, perhaps a former patient who passed away. The video's uploader claims security guards captured it years ago, and it's been passed around as proof that not everyone checks out of the hospital alive. As spine-tingling as the footage is, there are some grounded explanations. Photography experts note the figure could be a reflection or a double exposure effect from the glass. The hovering effect might be an optical illusion due to the window and stairwell angles. There's also a chance it was an actual person on the steps whose body was oddly obscured by glare, or a camera artifact. However, hospital staff insist the area was empty and locked at the time. On night shifts, particularly on the 4th floor, employees knew about the alleged ghost. The OP's unit had 6 confirmed sightings and the unit below had at least 2. While doing rounds and checking on patients with open doors, workers would instinctively glance into the vacant rooms. Rooms 24, 25 and 26 were reportedly the most active locations. People claimed to see a figure clearly in the darkness, sitting in a wheelchair with a blanket, simply looking out at the city lights. This would cause a double take, but upon looking back, the figure would have disappeared. Every night shift worker apparently had a story. Those ghostly experiences, combined with the uncanny security footage, convinced many that a restless spirit in a white gown wanders this hospital's halls.
She goes in the wall?
There's nothing there but there.
Oh my God.
A group of friends in Argentina got an unwelcome surprise in a viral video that's equal parts creepy and mysterious. The TikTok clip, posted by user Salguero Juega, begins innocently, filming a table of friends enjoying a late-night dinner. But soon, something creepy is caught on camera. The clip quickly went viral, amassing over 9 million views. Whether an elaborate ruse or an authentic encounter with the unknown, this peeping Tom Phantom has certainly made viewers double-check their own windows at night before drawing the curtains. Even the world's most secretive base can't hide from Google Earth. In April 2025, eagle-eyed users spotted a bizarre black triangular tower structure smack in the middle of the restricted Area 51 facility. The satellite image shows a tall, blade-like black object standing upright on a circular pad, casting a long V-shaped shadow across the desert floor. The discovery at these coordinates set off a frenzy of online speculation. Could it be an alien artifact left out in the open, or some cutting-edge piece of military hardware? Social media lit up with wild theories, everything from an extraterrestrial skyscraper to jokes about an oversized Dyson air purifier for aliens. Level-headed analysts had their own ideas. Some pointed out the object's angular design looks suspiciously like a stealth test, perhaps a radar target or a mock-up of a futuristic aircraft. In fact, even an AI chatbot was prompted to describe the image. It suggested the tower could be a prototype stealth aircraft or decoy, noting the shape's resemblance to radar deflecting technology. This hints that the tower might not be a building at all, but an object propped up for experiments, maybe testing how a triangular craft would appear on enemy radar. There's also the possibility it's simply an older structure. Some researchers noted similar towers have existed on the site for years, used for telemetry or communications. Of course, with Area 51's mystique, any odd sighting invites paranormal interpretation. Is this strange tower a peek behind the curtain of secret military projects, or just another mirage in the Nevada desert? As always with Groom Lake, the truth remains well guarded behind a veil of government secrecy. Since its inception in 1974, the National UFO Reporting Center, NUFORC, has been the leading independent repository for unexplained aerial phenomena sightings across the globe. Under the dedicated stewardship of veteran researcher Peter Davenport, NUFORC has meticulously documented hundreds of thousands of eyewitness accounts, establishing itself as a respected authority on UFO reports. Recently, the centre has seen a remarkable influx of eyewitness testimonies, many of them eerily vivid and uniquely detailed. Although the evidence remains anecdotal, the sheer volume and consistency of the reports make them impossible to dismiss outright. One striking report from May 2025 came from Texas, involving a witness described as a former military officer. Late at night, the man observed a gigantic black triangular craft silently gliding above his backyard. The immense object, described as being the size of a football field, moved slowly and soundlessly, obscuring the stars as it passed. Each corner of this giant craft emitted an unearthly pale green glow. Alarmed and awestruck, the witness considered calling the police and subsequently contacted the FAA to report the incident. He emphasized the sheer impossibility of conventional aircraft moving with such grace, silence, and enormity, noting it moved like a drifting cloud. This testimony aligns closely with other similar triangle-shaped UFO sightings catalogued by NUFORC, silent giants roaming the skies, defying known laws of physics. Another compelling sighting was documented in April 2025 in Porterville, California. Two friends driving at night noticed an unusual object pacing alongside their vehicle, as if engaging them in a peculiar game of cat and mouse. The craft, described as a dark metallic octahedron, was roughly the size of a box truck, completely devoid of lights or sound. The witness recounted how the object effortlessly matched their car's speed and direction, seemingly under intelligent control. When the passenger pointed directly at the mysterious object, it abruptly performed an astounding sharp 90-degree maneuver, vanishing at incredible speed. Remarkably, the witness noted visible strange markings, like ancient hieroglyphics, etched into the object's metallic surface. These two accounts are only the tip of the iceberg. Recent NUFORC releases contain an array of remarkable UFO descriptions, including teardrop and cigar-shaped crafts, objects shifting or transforming shape mid-flight, transparent craft described as having a pixelated shimmer, huge inverted pyramids rotating silently, metallic cylindrical vessels hovering without propulsion or sound, and dark entities or unusual beings occasionally associated with sightings. Of course, skeptics can rightly argue these accounts are anecdotal, lacking definitive proof or physical evidence. Nonetheless, the sheer volume of eyewitness testimonies now flooding NUFORC, particularly accounts from credible witnesses like former military personnel, pilots, and professionals, commands attention. The consistency in descriptions of craft shape, lighting, maneuverability, and silence lend further credibility to these strange and unsettling reports. As NUFORC Director Peter Davenport continues to compile and analyze these events, one thing is clear. The boundaries between skepticism and belief are increasingly blurred. Regardless of personal stance, one question emerges more urgently than ever. What exactly are these objects in our skies, and who or what could possibly be behind their controls? This eerie image, uploaded to Reddit by user BenWallace04, has left many viewers feeling uneasy, and for good reason. The photo captures a bizarre notice from a landlord posted in an apartment building. According to the notice, the landlord places fresh berries in a communal berry bowl each morning for tenants to enjoy. However, things quickly take a turn toward the unsettling when it's revealed that an AI-powered camera secretly tracks exactly who takes each type of fruit. The sign then cheerfully lists a monthly ranking, identifying tenants by name along with their berry-eating habits. The notice casually insists no one's in trouble, yet the use of artificial intelligence to monitor something as trivial as fruit consumption gives the situation an uncomfortable Big Brother-like vibe. While some found it harmless and quirky, others pointed out the subtle invasion of privacy beneath the whimsical facade. What do you think? Is this harmless fun, or a step too far into an Orwellian future? Before we get to that #1 spot, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Imagine an internet where most conversations you see, people you interact with, and even the news stories you read are fake, generated by bots, algorithms, and artificial intelligence. This unsettling idea lies at the core of the dead internet theory, a conspiracy theory claiming that sometime around 2016, the internet as we once knew it ceased to exist, replaced by a carefully orchestrated, automated simulation. According to proponents, authentic human activity online has drastically diminished, replaced by content crafted by algorithms and boosted by bot networks designed to manipulate public perception and behaviour. It's a chilling concept, a once vibrant digital community now transformed into a ghost town populated mostly by digital phantoms. The origins of the dead internet theory can be traced back to early 2021, when a user known as Illuminati Pirate published a manifesto titled Dead Internet Theory. Most of the internet is fake on Agora Road's Macintosh Cafe forum. The post combined ideas previously circulating in fringe online communities like 4chan's Paranormal Board and WizardChan. It quickly gained traction, resonating with users already uneasy about the increasingly algorithm-driven web. Later that same year, tech journalist Caitlin Tiffany brought mainstream attention to the theory with her article in The Atlantic. Maybe you missed it, but the internet died 5 years ago. She highlighted eerie repetitions, algorithmic anomalies, and the unsettling feeling many people had that the internet had lost its human touch. Since then, the theory has flourished on platforms like Reddit and YouTube, mixing genuine skepticism with a dose of dark humour. Supporters of the dead internet theory typically make two bold assertions. Bots have taken over. The majority of online interactions are no longer driven by humans, but instead by automated systems. Social media posts, viral content, and even some influencers may actually be sophisticated digital illusions generated by AI. Coordinated conspiracy. This automated shift isn't accidental. It's supposedly engineered by powerful entities, including governments and big corporations, aiming to control online discourse, manipulate public sentiment, and shape consumer behaviour. Believers argue that around 2016 something fundamentally shifted online. They claim that big tech companies like Google and Meta deliberately curate content and suppress authentic voices, creating a sterile environment dominated by algorithmically generated content designed for maximum engagement and manipulation. While the dead internet theory might sound far-fetched, believers point to several genuinely strange phenomena to bolster their claims. Users have noticed eerily similar tweets or posts repeatedly going viral from supposedly unrelated accounts. A famous example involved multiple Twitter accounts sharing variations of the phrase, "I hate texting, just come hold my hand," sparking suspicion about coordinated bot activity. Cybersecurity reports from companies like Imperva indicate nearly half of all internet traffic is automated. Believers argue this staggering number could extend to content itself, meaning much of what we see online isn't genuinely human-made. In a bizarre 2024 phenomenon, AI-generated images depicting Jesus merged with shrimp became wildly popular on Facebook, receiving thousands of bot-like one-word comments, "Amen." Such oddities feed the perception of an internet governed by algorithmic absurdities rather than authentic human creativity. Forum users describe surreal moments realizing they've engaged deeply with automated or templated comments. Some even express existential dread, wondering if their online social lives have been spent interacting with digital ghosts. Paranormal forums report that threads about controversial topics like UFO sightings quickly flood with nonsensical or off-topic bot-like replies, suggesting coordinated digital interference. These anecdotes contribute to an atmosphere of digital paranoia, making the theory compellingly relatable. Believers often suspect governments, intelligence agencies, and major corporations are behind the dead internet. They argue this shift was orchestrated to manage public discourse and maximize commercial profit by carefully controlling what content users consume. By automating content creation and distribution, these alleged puppet masters purportedly steer public sentiment and behaviour on an unprecedented scale. Certain strange viral phenomena lend themselves particularly well to this theory, sparking conversations about artificial manipulation. AI-generated virtual influencers like Lil Miquela, which blur lines between reality and illusion, suggest how easily fake personas can influence real humans. You can clearly see that this account is an AI avatar, yet when you delve into comments on this account, you can't help but feel weird. It appears to be bot after bot after bot, sending love hearts and praise. Yet dotted among this AI wasteland is what appears to be lonely men interacting with the content, as if it's real. This adds another layer of confusion over the top. Are the men real? Are they really convincing bots? Who's to say? While the dead internet theory is extreme, it resonates because it captures genuine feelings many have about modern digital life. People miss the quirky, vibrant, user-generated web of the early 2000s. The theory articulates a collective mourning for that lost authenticity. The recent explosion of accessible generative AI tools, ChatGPT image generators, and other large language models amplifies anxieties about artificial content overwhelming genuine human interactions. Ultimately, the dead internet theory blends factual phenomena, high bot traffic, algorithmic content saturation, declining web authenticity, into a compelling but exaggerated narrative. While most experts dismiss the extreme conspiratorial elements, the theory's emotional core resonates because it captures real concerns about our digital age. Whether you believe the internet literally died or simply mourn its loss of humanity, the theory's popularity indicates widespread unease. It challenges us to demand a more genuine, human-driven online experience, lest we risk inhabiting a digital landscape truly populated only by ghosts in the machine.
Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you want more in-depth spooky stories, then consider checking out our second channel, Slapped Ham Mysteries. We'll put a link in the description box down below there. We think you'll love it. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.